Well, hello, people. As you already know, this is Monday night, a very special episode of Cooler Talk Mondays, as it is Memorial Day. Appreciate y'all tuning in with your boy 6-Man K Styles, as well as the mad scientist, the enemy of the state, Mike Sports. And welcome to the Monday experience to kick off your week. But before we do the real roll call, I want to go ahead and speak on a couple words here. And I want to give a shout out to all the veterans, to all the people that are serving right now in the military. You know what? I'm going to say it like this. For anybody that is a former veteran and or currently in the service right now, if you are watching this, I want you to put a bullseye in the chat so everybody can see you and show their appreciation towards you for all your sacrifices. Even if you got family members that was in the military, they fight for our freedoms to do what we do here and to give you what we want to give you. So, give a little salute to my peoples. Now,
oh yeah,
there we go. We got one right here. Rodney Brown, man, we definitely appreciate everything you do. We appreciate everybody. So the Texas boy said he got a brother that serves, man. Hey, it's all love. It's all love all day, every day. As you already know, we have another one. Prince Kale 89. We have another one.
Oh yeah.
My boy Rakondo. Hey, this is what we want to see, man. This is y'all's day here. And just like Floyd Donnelly says here, shouts out to all the veterans. Cause these are the real gangsters in our society right here. These are the real gangsters. These ain't the niggas on the side of the corner slanging dope. No, these are the real gangsters. Because PTSD is a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
And you have a lot of veterans that have to deal with VAs that don't care about them. PTSD, seeing squad mates getting shot. Hey, you might even just have some that just might be just at the bases, but at the end of the day, you get your flowers while you're here right now. So, from us over here, from the Unholy Alliance, Atlanta Falcons Nation, GSHM, Feli Sports, we give y'all our appreciation. Wallace Smith said he served 20 in the Navy. You know what, Mike? Let's give him a round of applause, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially for the ones that made it back and then tuning in with us. Let's go ahead and get into that roll call because Jerry Bowie is another one. Shouts out to Jerry Bowie. You know what? We're just going to make that our roll call for the day for all the veterans that are tuning in to us. That's going to be our roll call for the day. We appreciate everybody tuning in, but we're going to show love to these vets, man. Now, pop. Mike, man, what do we got in store for these people today, man? As we know, we call this this is what Cooler Talk Monday is going to be from here on out, is the Q&A show. So this is why we always say you leave your questions in the comment section. You leave your questions via Cash App, Super Chat, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the Monday shows are going to be about. So, Mike, what will be your first word for the night what do you want to talk about before we get to these questions, man? What's on your mind, man? I guess not a damn thing.
Not a damn. I've been watching. I've been watching movies all day, but I ain't did a damn thing, bro.
Look, bro. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie, boy.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and Fantastic Beasts came out today, as well as I've been watching Game of Thrones all day. I have not seen that at all. And like I said, I've just been lazy and eating all day.
Right.
I've been lazy and eating all day, but we got a ton of questions. We got a ton of questions that people left.
Right. But we have to tune it down because we can't answer everybody's question. We're trying to keep this format consistent here. So, but yeah, like I said, same here for me, man. It's pretty much been a lazy day. I've been watching Mortal Kombat Conquest today. I'm like, what?
Wow.
For a lot of y'all that don't know, I know some of y'all know what Mortal Kombat Conquest is, but I never realized how many fights start off with a front flip and a butterfly kick. I'm like, everybody do this butterfly kick, but the 90s was motherfucking crazy. But before we start the show, man, and Drew True Statement came with this one. Boy,
yeah, I saw that was tough.
Another young gunner has passed, man. Has passed on. R.I.P. to Jeff Gladney. For a lot of people that don't know, he was a corner that started off with the Vikings, ended up with the Cardinals, who I think he just signed with the Cardinals this offseason. And he got killed in a car accident during the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, that's tough. Just be careful, man, and be respectful on the road. Like we had like a little, conversation in passing, in the group chat, and we were just talking about just being respectful. It's a lot of people out here just not respectful on the road, and everybody's in a rush. And all it takes is just for you to stay focused on the road for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, the whole time, or just being, respectful. Just like wait, let the person get by. Like it's only gonna take you 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get home. So, like, let's just be respectful on the road, man. Like it's
I just hate to see another young guy that ain't even reached the peak of his life and just gone too soon.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't hear nothing. Like I said, you never heard anything. I didn't see or hear anything about him being a bad dude, but it's like, damn. Dude just got drafted like 2 years ago. 2-3 years ago. But that's why we always say, man, you just gotta enjoy life, man. Anything can happen at any time, man. So you can't have no regrets. Even if you do have some regrets in your life, it happened for a reason.
A lot of things happen for a reason. And just like I said, you gotta keep moving on. Forgive yourself, forgive that person, and just move past. Move past.
Right. But let's go ahead and get on to the show, man. Let's go ahead and get to So today we have a couple questions that we received in our community tabs, Mike's and mine's respectively. So we chose a couple questions that we're gonna do the show on today. And before we get to your question, make sure y'all continue to support and subscribe to not only Mad Mike Sports on the road to 10K, but your boy Six Man K Styles is almost there to the
Almost
1K
there,
side
man.
of the game. And we're gonna be having a 1K giveaway. So the sooner we can get there, the sooner it'll come. So appreciate y'all on the road to way. It hasn't even started yet. But let's go ahead and get to this first question, Mike. And I want to give a shout out to Lucas Strichter with this question. And he basically asked, do you believe we have a good rotation in that regard to generate more pressure this year? Since you got a healthy mix of young talent and veterans. Let's have that conversation. Can we develop with the guys that we have right now? Do you feel like this defense can generate more pressure with the Khythekid, D'Angelo Malone, Lorenzo Carter, Ogundeji, Michael Walker, Troy Anderson, Grady Jarrett? Do you feel like that there might be a more uptick in pressure as far as what this defense is capable of this year?
Hell no. No, I'm just kidding. That's what a lot of people expect us to say. Hell no. But I'm a type of person where we got to be honest about things. Nobody in their right mind would say that this defensive line isn't better than what we had last year. Like, just look at it on paper, we can say, yes, this is much better than what we had last year. We had Steven Means, Tyler Davison,
Dante Fowler.
Dante Fowler, who has just been up and down all his career.
Up and down. He was down for most of his damn career. He played us on alongside Aaron Donald, then all of a sudden, boom!
Right.
The top
And then he blew up. Yeah,
rusher.
you're right about that.
But go ahead, man. I just wanted to crack a joke on that.
But no, I think for the most part, like, you look at this roster, it's a lot better than what it's a lot better than last year. Like I said, the thing is, you want to have a team that has depth. Like, I know the focus are going to be on Grady Jarrett. I think anybody and everybody can say that, but you guys checked out my video, the 3 defensive linemen, and I'm gonna do the edge rushes. I'm gonna do the inside guys as well, and I'm gonna do the safeties. But I thought that the defensive line in its entirety were something to be focused on. But I'm gonna say one guy in particular is gonna be a major key to this team. Y'all probably think I'm crazy as hell for saying this, but I'm gonna say Anthony Rush. I think Anthony Rush is gonna be a huge it's gonna be a huge part of the success of this Falcons defense goes in an upward trend, because let's be honest, the NFL is you still have to run the ball well in key situations. And if you don't have that run stuffer, defensive tackle, and in particular, defensive tackle rotation that's going to be solid and, kind of complement one another, like, you're not going to have a lot of success in the front seven in its entirety. So I think, if anything, I think Anthony Rush is going to be a huge. I think he's going to play huge in this Falcons front seven, man. Like I really believe if we can get what I saw out of Mike Pennell, what I saw from him is something that Anthony Rush actually has. Mike Pennell Jr. He's primarily a run stuffer, but Anthony Rush, when I go back and look at him, he actually had more pass rush moves than I like. He was able to penetrate a lot more than I thought. As more as I first thought when I went back and look at him, he was really getting into the backfield and he was disrupting, getting his hands on running backs. Going back watching tape. So I think if he continues to, penetrate, get in the backfield, cause some sort of disruption with those guards, it's gonna be something nice with Grady Jarrett because we can finally get him one-on-one opportunities.
Hey man, I want to also give a definite special shout out to my boy Just J Rock has entered the chat. As you know, his nickname is LOD. If you don't know what LOD means, it is the Lord of the Discord in the building. But we appreciate everybody coming in and tuning in. So, and like everybody, I want everybody to put their answers. As we answer these questions, y'all go ahead and put y'all answers in here as well on how y'all feel, and we'll highlight them too. So, definitely, you got some people that's definitely agreeing with you. We got Wallace said Lorenzo Carter's gonna be a big surprise and make plays. So I think people are very confident as far as what this defense is gonna be. Michael, what's going on, man? Hey, Coach Will Talk Sports said Rush was better than Pennell. You can kind of see. If you break down all the runs they were running against, you can definitely see that. D. Coleman said Vincent Taylor. But
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting dynamic. Mike said Anthony Rush. I could definitely see that. The main issue that we had last year as far as what this defensive line would, and we've already kind of pertained to it, is really the pass rush.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is it doesn't negate the rush yardage that they gave up. Most of their rushing yards that they gave up was depending on who was on the damn field. If you remember, Route 96 was on the field. Everybody saw him and like, oh, we running at him.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Mike Pennell and Anthony Rush were mid-season additions to this damn team. Now, shout out to Jew Talk Sports as well for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all show love to both of our brethren over there in the chat. Now, if I can move this thing off my damn screen, we'd be good. Okay. So let's just get the simple comments out the way. And Big Sam say this all the time. 2,200 yards Rush gave up. 18 sacks. 18 sacks as a whole team. There's inconsistencies in those numbers. You can't get to the passer and you can't stop the run. Yeah. We got better athletes on this defensive front this year than we had last year. Like you hear Lorenzo Carter. You said Anthony Rush. But I'm looking at like for me, I think there's two guys that's going to be key for this defense to step up this year. There's going to be two guys that I'm looking at. That's Taquan Graham. I want to see where he goes with it. And it's going to be a rookie.
Oh, wow, rookie.
It ain't the rookie y'all think it's going to be. It's going to come down to two guys. Taquan Graham and D'Angelo Malone.
Wow.
Now, there's a reason why I said D'Angelo Malone. If you look at D'Angelo Malone, him and Ogundeji play the exact same style. Mm-hmm. They're both edge setters.
Mm-hmm.
They both are good against the run. Now, we know D'Angelo Malone ain't going to play a lot of snaps coming out. But I want y'all to pay attention to him. He's sneaky. And he's sneaky as a pass rusher, which is going to be very important for this defense. Because the issue that came down to it is outside of Rush and Pennell, you couldn't get anybody to stop running up the middle. And what happened when you put Rush and Pennell in there, they started running to the outside.
Outside, yeah.
And who was they attacking on the outside?
Oh, we know.
Kung Fu Panda and the cheerleader.
Steven Means.
Now, they attacked Ogundeji too now.
Mm-hmm.
They attacked Ogundeji too. But Ogundeji's a rookie. He's still learning. And he didn't do too bad in his rookie year. But when you have Steven Means that can't give you anything, and you got Dante Fowler who can't really give you nothing but jumping horizontally at the line of scrimmage, you putting pressure on a guy like a Deion Jones that they have to generate sacks with the damn linebackers.
You think?
Jacob Tatui, think about this. Jacob Tatui Mariner was our third leading sack guy for the whole season. Ain't played a game since week 7. What does that tell you? What is that? So yeah,
trying to put it nice. I'm trying to be nice with it, but
it wasn't pretty. There was more divots at the line of scrimmage than actual pressures. So I'm just gonna say that. But this is why we always say about, even though Grady didn't have the sack numbers that he had like you would want him to, if there's no other threat around him, who the hell is you gonna pressure? Who the hell is going? How you gonna impact somebody if you ain't got no other threats around him?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Aaron Donald's a freak of nature, but they still put guys around him that could be somewhat of a threat.
That's the point. Somewhat of a threat. There's literally nothing there outside that you have to respect.
Right. So when I look at him, Lorenzo Carter, when I look at Troy Anderson, Michael Walker, Ebiketie, D'Angelo Malone, I see athletes out here, and they all do one thing well, and they attack. These are attack-minded pass rushers. These are attack-minded linebackers. These guys know one speed, and that's get it go. Now, we're not really talking about the interior. We're not talking about the interior linebackers right now, but we just have to focus on the front three, and the outside guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because what this does is it makes it easier for those interior inside linebackers. It makes life easier for them. But it's gonna. Oh snap! Look, we got Asia Green in the building. Well, I ain't seen that name in a while.
For real.
The princess is back.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. He said, I joined the show last week. I thought we was gonna debate, but y'all just pushed the mute so you can win. That's bad for business. No, the problem was if this is who I think it was, you was trying to overtalk everybody before anybody tried to make a point. So that's bad business.
Hold on. Who is that?
Nah, cause remember Friday when we had the thing. No, this was I think this was the guy that was talking about the whole Matt Ryan thing about why you couldn't like Matt Ryan. Remember the guy that was kind of over speaking everybody?
I mean, if you come in here with that bully stuff, trust me, you're gonna get bullied. I bully.
Nah, because we let everybody speak. I think you might got the wrong channel, buddy. Cause I remember everybody.
Yeah, because I don't
remember
know
muting nobody.
Who
the last person,
maybe you got another YouTube channel, a YouTube name or something. But everybody got a chance to speak. Smart Ride. I don't remember last week. Maybe you talking about some shit that happened 3 months ago or something.
Right.
Because we remember names up here. We take names, we write them down because we don't give a fuck. Okay.
Because I'm about to say the last person we'd have muted was ATM. That's just because he said Stetson Bennett. Hell, mama Mike muted my ass for saying Stetson Bennett.
Right. Oh man, stop crying like a little bitch. Shut up. Oh, so you the victim now. Shut your ass up. Oh, this damn whining. You doing all this
man,
damn
I'm trying to keep this.
It's Memorial Day right now. You want to bring your punk ass on right now? Talking all that crap. You got a lot of stuff to say. We're trying to have a good time. We're trying to have a good Memorial Day, and you come in here with all this whining. Bring your ass on right now.
Well, there you go, Keith. You got your opportunity right here, man.
We ain't got nothing to do today.
I ain't got shit to do.
Bring your ass on. Right?
I ain't got shit. So while we doing that, let's go. No. Remember, we got to put the music on.
Oh man, bring your ass on the show and stop whining.
You
ain't called into my face, man.
Well, you come with the wrong energy. I call you anything to your damn face. You come with the wrong energy. So,
man, come on, man. We got time for this internet thugging.
We got thugs.
And harmony.
Hey, he probably likes wearing dresses because he likes Young Thug as well. What's up? There we go.
Oh my God. It better not be the same. It's the same person.
Yep, it's the same person.
What's up, man?
Oh, motherfucker, you was on the show. What the hell you talking about? You was on the show. What the hell you talking about?
Nobody muted you. Nobody muted.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till you done.
You gonna come in here and tell lies like somebody muted you?
I'm gonna wait till you done.
No, go ahead, man.
You coming on with that bullshit talking about somebody muted you. Ain't nobody muted you. You talk for fucking 30 goddamn seconds. Now what you got to say? Let's come on, Pip.
No, after I talked, you muted me, and then you went on this rant, and then I couldn't rebuttal. That's what I was talking about. I wanted to rebuttal, but y'all wouldn't let
so
me
you
rebuttal.
mad because it's not your show?
No. I understand that.
It's your
I understand
show.
that.
Let's
Check this
turn
out,
into
though.
the Shine Show right now. Let's
No.
turn into the Shine Show.
No, I just wanted to say this though, and I'm gonna be out. Y'all can have the show, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about it as a business standpoint because I own a barbershop, right? And there's a lot of people that come in that don't like the Falcons. So should I tell them to shut the hell up and get out of my barbershop? I'm gonna lose money. You know what I'm saying? But I sit back and I go back and forth with them. And some people that don't like the Falcons, they walk up out of my shop saying, oh, okay, well, maybe they ain't that bad. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always good to go back and forth with somebody and not shut other people up. You know what I mean? That's all I was trying to say. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Is it important for you to know what the fuck you talking about before you even start talking?
No, see, this what I was saying.
Because you can't just spew bullshit. You gotta actually
understand.
got some facts and stats in the truth.
I understand. With that, right? I understand. But if y'all,
right, so let's
listening,
let's see what you got to say.
If you was listening, you would have heard me say that I feel like Matt Ryan is the Hall of Famer, and he's the best quarterback the Falcons has ever had. But it's just them little 2 years. I had little problems with the last 2 years, and y'all went down my throat for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. I mean, I said the dude the Hall of Famer, he the best quarterback we ever had, but I just didn't like the last 2 years. I feel like that should be okay. You know.
Hey, so let me ask a question. Were you the one that was speaking about the liking Matt Ryan thing, or was that somebody else?
Yeah. I made a reference.
Because I remember saying specifically is you can say you don't like Matt Ryan, but just don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
That's why I said don't sugarcoat it. Just say, okay, you didn't like the last couple of years. You felt like the team was underachieving. But the issue was it just mainly him?
No. I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? I know where you get the light stuff from because I said something about we all like pizza, but I just don't like pineapple on mine. So y'all took that light word and just ran off with it. You know what I mean?
No, because to be honest with you, no, that ain't what I don't remember anything about pizza. I remember you specifically saying, well, is it a crime to say that I don't like such and such?
Yeah, and I said that word light where I fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I messed up at that light word. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, if I say the man is the best quarterback we ever had in Atlanta, obviously I gotta like him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't like LeBron. I don't like LeBron, not even a little bit. There ain't no even a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't really mess with LeBron like that either. But I mean, he's still right after Jordan to me.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so since we got past that part, I'm gonna probably have you on here for a couple minutes here. So I want to get your take on how you feel about the direction the Falcons are going right now.
You might not want to hear my
go ahead,
man. Cause you know, I'm like I said, I'm biased.
I got a question after you finish too. I got a question after you finish. Go ahead.
I think, you know what I'm saying, if you ask me, I think we're going to the Super Bowl, man. So you can't, you know what I'm saying, you really can't ask me stuff like that, man. I'm a Falcons fan, you know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna win every single game. So that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Interesting. It's kind of rare. I haven't. You the first person I actually have heard say that. That's very interesting.
I know I ain't say that shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of like these. I'm from Georgia, but I stay in Northern Virginia, close to DC. So I sound like them. I sound like them Commander fans right now.
Commander
like
fans.
Cowboy fans. They think they go to the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah.
Lord. But like I said, I don't think anybody's really going that far as saying the Super Bowl. I think the main thing that we're looking at here is
Drew already is saying VA in the house.
You already got Jude in here tripping now, boy. Jude, that's VA right there, boy. That's 1/3 of the heavy hitters right there. So you got some love right there. But yeah, we ain't saying Falcons are Super Bowl winning. The main thing we just look for is just to look for an identity. And I think that's where the Falcons have been struggling the last few years, is about that identity, because what was working for them, they got away from.
Yeah. I was talking to my brother today, and he said he looking forward to next year. He said, he's gonna ride with the team, they're gonna do their thing, but as far as like expectations and all that stuff, he said he looking more forward towards next year. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see it right now myself.
I'm about to say, man, we can't see. The problem is we cannot be stuck on this mindset of I'm looking forward to next year when you don't know how this year is gonna play out, because people are already talking about 3, 2, 3, 4 win seasons.
Yeah.
They could surprise your ass and hit 8 or 9 on you. You don't know. We don't know. Like I said, I think the issue comes down to is because we don't have no big name guys on this team. Yeah. Really, outside of Grady and beyond popular belief, Deion Jones is a big name too. But outside of those two, we don't really have one on offense. Well, Kyle Pitts is emerging as it, but it's not big enough to where it's like, oh, I gotta go see him. So a lot of people are kind of they put low expectations because they don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah. If you think if we can sweep the Aints, and if we can sweep Carolina and maybe split one with Tampa, where you think we'll be at?
Because so if you said sweep, so that's 5 wins right there.
Be around the same.
I say between 7 to 9 wins. Because the issue is we look at the schedule. If you look at a lot of the teams that we're playing, even though they are more playoff teams from last season, that's last season. A lot of these teams coming in with some problems too. Yeah. Major problems. They still trying to find identities for themselves too. So that's why I said
the biggest issue. That's the biggest issue, Kate, is that everybody keep talking about what happened to every other team last year.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't 2021. This ain't 2020. This ain't 2019. It damn sure ain't 2016. So what we got is to look at what's going on right now.
Right.
And quite frankly, no one knows. So all we can do is sit back and wait, see what happened. And based on how the offense looked last year, we have a ceiling, which is a ceiling for the offense is about, 20, between 20 and 15 being ranked overall, as far as just like the overall offense. Defensively, anything over 25 at this point. We got our ass roasted, toasted, and toasted on that defense side. So,
but only thing I can say is because the Falcons have such low expectations, is going to make them a dangerous team because ain't nobody gonna see it coming. But hey, Shine, man, we're gonna go ahead and let you go, man. We're gonna go ahead and get to the show. We're going to tighten that up and get.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We gotta make sure that people know that even though we got problems, you can still come on and have your point. Being, right. Come in and make your point. That's really it, man. So
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. And I'm gonna continue watching y'all guys, man.
No, we appreciate it, bro.
We appreciate you, man, because at the end of the day, you teaching us stuff that we might not know, and this is what we want.
We listen.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, we listen. Okay,
I'm listening to y'all too, man. I'm listening to y'all too. I be learning stuff from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to y'all too, man.
Okay, man. We're gonna go ahead and let you go, man. We definitely appreciate you getting on with us, man. All right, man. But yeah, man, that's what we talk about. This is exactly what we talk about. It's like if you got something to say or you got something that we debunk, you see how easy that is?
Easy. I mean, I'm gonna talk my shit. You gonna talk your shit, you gonna talk your shit. That don't mean we like you can't come on the show. Right. Like I said, man, it becomes a matter of just sitting down and having a conversation. I don't know where the hell you coming from if you too scared to come on the show and tell me where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? We got to believe. We don't have to believe in the same thing. We don't have to have the same expectations for different players. He might have thought Matt Ryan was shitty last year. Hell, I thought the damn whole team was shitty last year. But you know what I'm saying? That's just different point of views. So, like I said, that's what we enjoy. Oh my God, here we go with this.
It's all love, but it's just when once it comes to trying to disrespect a person and try to call people out their names, then that's when the shit, man. Yeah. Like I said, we already know we making it big because motherfucker, I seen that shit too. Good Lord,
good God,
man, these motherfuckers won't leave us alone. But let's get to the second question, man.
Oh my God.
And this question, I'm gonna give shout out to Jamal D for this question. Will the offensive line be better? Is my question. So, Mike, let's break this question down. Will the offensive line be better? What have the Falcons done so far? It seems like they're putting a more emphasis on trying to be physical on the offensive side. Trying to keep the game within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage with the passing game as well.
I believe so. I believe it's more emphasis on the small, intricate details of football, more so than being physical. I mean, physicality is a part of it, but I think it has more to do with the small, intricate details. Wide receiver blocking downfield was last year that we had multiple opportunities to take a few plays to the house, and the receivers didn't, block the way that we had hoped, that you would hope that receivers would be able to block. Not being able to get off the line of scrimmage was a huge problem, and getting that ball out of your hands quick. The biggest of them all, I think, more so than blocking, pass blocking, run blocking, there was no space. There was no space around that line of scrimmage.
Right.
Like I can honestly sit here and say about 60 to 70% of the time, the front, I'll say the guards in the center had at least 2 to 3 players lined up on them. And I mean outside the defensive tackles. They had 2 to 3 players almost every single play, right over the guard, right over the center. And centers and guards need space. Let's just keep it real. Tackles can't really help out too much. So it's really up to the running backs and the quarterback to kind of get, kind of help out as far as like the guards in the center right now, because you got to have a guy like we had with Mike Davis to help out with pass block. And you got to have a quarterback that knows I can't hold the ball too long. I got to get this ball out my hands quick, and I got to make a smart decision, not just get the ball out of your hand quick and then throw an interception, but you got to make a right decision within 3 seconds and not throw interception. So I thought last year was probably Matt Ryan's best year as a pro because he had zero time to do anything. That's just my personal opinion. Because that shit was trash last year. That shit was fucking garbage. Ain't no way in hell I would throw no damn Tajay Sharp and Zacchaeus and Christian Blake. Like, come on, man.
His number one outside, his Kyle Pitts was his number one receiver, but his number one wide receiver was Russell Gage.
Come on, man.
Think about that.
Yeah.
But kind of piggybacking on what you're saying, I'm gonna take this in a little bit of a different direction. I'm just looking at the mentality that they're trying to build here. As you look at the acquisitions of Elijah Wilkinson, drafted Justin Schaefer. I almost said Shafor. Like, wait a minute. I about to say Siobhan. I'm like, wait a minute. I've been watching too many.
Siobhan.
Like Siobhan.
That's one name for you.
Exactly. Hey, my name is Siobhan, and I need help with my homework. Nah, see, I ain't finna act that scene. Nah, that's some bullshit.
No, you don't need homework. They about to think we on some other shit. Don't say that word, bro.
Man, they always think we on some shit, man. There ain't nothing new.
Oh my god!
But like you said, with Wilkinson, with Jermaine Ifedi, bringing these guys as competition for that offensive line to help these guys we got step it up, because we already know what Chris Lindstrom brings to the table. You already know what Jay Matthews brings to the table. Those two spots are solidified. If you look at the backfield, if you look at the running backs that they brought in, they brought back Cordero Patterson. I don't think he's gonna run the rock as much as he did last year. He's probably essentially might end up being the slot receiver for this team. Tyler Algier. He has the mentality of the running back that they want.
Mm-hmm. That's really it.
So I wouldn't be, and y'all can quote me on saying this right now. Quadri Olsen is going to have to step up this year, because if he don't, they got the running back they want.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to give him every opportunity that he can to bump up and get some carries. So, like you said, Olsen was a Dimitrov, Dan Quinn era guy. They're going to make him earn it this year. But I think by having that quarterback that's kind of like versatile as far as being able to move the pocket in a way, it's going to definitely help this offensive line. I think the offensive line will improve. It just comes to, like you said, and you said this plenty of times, if your wide receivers can't get the fuck open, that just adds more time on your offensive line to block.
Mm-hmm.
It all got to work together.
Gotta hold it, run around. If your quarterback is immobile, you out of luck for that. Like, you really out of luck.
Right. Yeah, because every running back has a purpose. Every running back that they have has a purpose right now. Like I said, Damian Williams, he's familiar with Dave Ragone. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's seen it from success and failure. He's a multi-dimensional back.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, Cordero Patterson is an X factor. Avery Williams is an X factor. So yeah, Quadri got a lot on his plate. If he don't do it, it's actually going to lead into the next question when I'm saying from him. Like I said, but I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. Do not be surprised if Tyler Algier ends up as the starting running back by week 11.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be surprised. I'm just saying. Because he looked good catching the ball out the backfield too.
He does. He really does. He looked natural at it. He really looks natural at catching.
Right. But yeah, it's gonna be Like I said, it's a whole lot of competition, and that's the one thing about having a younger team like this. It's competition everywhere. They're gonna find out if Jalen Mayfield can improve. Because if he don't, they drafted a guard that's natural at the position that can bring that same attitude. You brought in veterans at the right tackle spot to push Caleb McGarry.
Mm-hmm. We gotta be, kind of, we gotta cool it on these rookie offensive linemen coming in and taking guys' spot. Like you don't realize how difficult it is to see everything. Like as an offensive lineman, you gotta be one-on-one with not with the great one, but one-on-one with the quarterback. You got to be one-on-one with the quarterback, see what the quarterback sees. You got to be the quarterback's eyes. You got to be able to see this guy coming off the edge. You got to see this guy coming in the middle of him, just creeping. Is he going to come? Is he going to come around the edge? Like, is he going to hit the A gap, B gap? Like, you got to be able to see those types of things. And a lot of these young offensive linemen, like, you're not used to seeing these types of blitzes. That's why I prefer to get offensive linemen that play in the SEC and the ACC, because you're going to see a ton of those blitzes from those types of schools. Especially, I know Clemson and I know Georgia Tech is used to seeing a lot of blitzes and like different types of defensive schemes coming from the SEC, Miami. Like I said, Clemson, those are NFL ready players because you're going to see these different styles of defense. So like that's why like we don't kind of calm down on Justin Schaefer. I think he's going to be a very good offensive lineman, but if he's special, he's going to get to play. But if he's not special, he's not going to receive a lot of playing time. That's why you got guys like Jermaine Ifedi. He's one of those swing tackle guards. You're going to see a lot of him. But, yeah, let's just calm down on these rookies, man.
Okay. Yeah, and you said the key word, too, is, like I said, you brought in veterans to help maturate that process because – beyond popular belief, Jalen Mayfield was not as bad as everybody said he was.
Right.
Especially from a guy that's a natural right tackle playing left guard. That's two different angles that you got to adjust to. And two different mindsets. So he did well. See, his problem was he wasn't good in the run, in the pass pass pro side of the game. And for a guy like that, that's either going to come with experience. That's going to have to come with experience. And if he can't do it, then, like I said, then you have those you got those veterans that can come in and teach him. That's what a Jermaine Ifedi is for. That's what Elijah Wilkinson is for. To teach these guys the position on the offensive line. Because Quentin Nelson is a dime a dozen.
Yeah. You're not gonna see you're not gonna see those types of dudes.
Jonathan Ogden, Larry Allen, Orlando Pace. These guys, look, what is it? Will Shields, Willie Roaf, Walter Jones, Bob Whitfield. These motherfuckers are dime a dozen.
See that a lot. Mud duck. You're not gonna see a mud duck like that.
So this is why we kind of have to back off of Hennessy a little bit, even though Hennessy was looking like he was drinking on Hennessy half the season. But Floyd Donnelly said another name, Jeff Saturday. Olin Cruz. Like you said, Mud Duck. D. Coleman, you should have said. He said, "Dude, D. Coleman,
man, don't do
that." And we was having a beautiful moment, and then he said, "Lamar Holland, we have a beautiful moment."
He a diamond dozen, all right.
He diamond. He more like that that dirty ass penny you find on the ground.
Oh,
But
man.
it's bad. It's bad. That wasn't a good pick, boy. Smithers had some. He had some gems for your ass, boy.
Man,
There were gems that turned into coal real quick. But Prince Kell here said the rebuilding process. This has been exciting itself to me. Doing a great job building the team the right way. This is how you become a dynasty.
Having a vision. That's really it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have
Right.
a vision. You gotta have an
Right.
idea of what you want, the type of player that you want. Gotta have it all written down, the type of like I said, from the wide receiver to the fullback. You gotta have everything in mind what you want. And I think for years we kept switching the philosophy, and that was the main issue.
Right. And I think the one thing that I did like about Jalen Mayfield last year was after that first game when you caught his ass crying on the sideline.
He was in tears, boy.
That motherfucker came back and was hanging with him. Like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, he has the mentality. It's just about putting the technical side. And this is what Red Swarm is now. And as a guy that was kind of a fullback offensive line, and TJ appreciate it. There's a lot of technical stuff that you got to deal with as an offensive lineman. You think it's just pushing people around. That's just half of it. Don't realize how hard it is for O-line to make the jump from college because the speed, because what we always say, the speed of the game changed.
Completely different.
Yeah,
you gotta learn your partner. You gotta learn your partner too. Like offensive guards in the NFL probably have the worst. Just my opinion. Well, I'll say tackles because not only do they have to worry about the guard, but they got to worry about the outside. And the outside, you have no help whatsoever. Yeah. Tackle. That's a whole nother beast being out there on the island by yourself, and then you gotta, make sure that you don't get too far away from the guard, or the spacing is not good at all. And then you end up getting two people going through. So the spacing is properly, the footwork, that tackle position is hard, man.
Yeah, Anthony Munoz.
Yeah, and he was a good one.
Mike Ken, another one.
Mike Ken, another legend. What?
Like you said, you got plenty. Like you said, I even throw Wayne Gandy ass in there. For
Wayne Gandy.
Keenan Forney was another one. Keenan Forney wasn't as big of a name as those other guys.
He trained with Chris Lindstrom. Chris Lindstrom too.
But he is consistent, and that's what you need. People don't. And getting to what you were saying about offensive line, it's all about chemistry. You got to know what the guy next to you was doing. If you look at a lot of where Jalen Mayfield was giving up sacks at, it wasn't giving up sacks between him and Jay Matthews. It was giving up sacks between him and Hennessy, him and Dahlman.
Like chemistry.
Yeah. Red Swarm, yeah. I mean, Mayfield was a right tackle at Michigan. That's what his position is a right tackle. But you have to remember when the guards went down, goddamn, I can't even think of their names. Damn, that lets you know how. No, talking about when our guards went down. And Mayfield was like the last.
Andrews, what the name? Andrews and Cody Gossett came in.
No, Gossett wasn't shit. It was the other one. Damn, how did I forget his name after 2 years? What the fuck? I gotta look back at it. I know. Okay, we got Josh Andrews. It was the one that signed with the Giants. We get to it, man. I'm kind of having a brain fart right now. But Mayfield was kind of put in as the last. He was kind of put in as a last resort because they needed somebody there. And he was just there. And the Falcons did the right thing. They didn't just pull him after one game. They let him take his lumps. No, it wasn't Carpenter or Jamal Brown because it would have been. I rather took Josh Andrews' injured ass over those two. God, what was his name? Hold on. It was the one they had the injury settlement with last year.
Matt Gano?
Yeah, Gano. Yeah, Gano. Matt Gano, yeah. How did I forget that name? I was thinking of something else, but I was like, yeah, Matt Gano. Yeah, that was it. But those two, like I said, when those two went down, they had no choice with Jalen Mayfield. So I think he'll be. I think he will improve. We just don't know how much he's going to improve. Is he's taking in being a permanent left guard, or is he still got the mind of a tackle?
It really just depends on how the running game comes along. The running game helps offensive linemen out in its entirety. So, like, you won't have to worry about pass protection as much if you're running the ball more often. So, like, it really just depends on the running game, how these running backs hit the damn hole, and not tiptoeing around it.
Hit the hole, hit the hole, hit the hole. My bad. Go ahead, keep going, Mike.
Nah, I'm looking at it.
Okay.
That man said Randall McDaniel. What the hell?
Willie Rowe.
Trying to be bringing out these names from 1920.
Randall, No, Randall McDaniel. That was that '90s Vikings team. He was dope. Like I said, Bryant McKinney was another one. Steve Hutchinson was a great offensive lineman. Alan Faneca. Hey man, we love them all. Hey, I love the offensive line. Mike Flanagan, Jeff Saturday. What was it? Trey Thomas. What was the one from the Colts? Tarek Glenn.
Tarek Glenn, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've seen a lot of great offensive line play from the 90s. Well, from when I started watching football, paying close attention to football to now, we've seen a lot of great offensive linemen come in and out this league. And that's why I said offensive line is really the most important aspect of your offense, because they do that. Their job is to open it up for everything to go right. But let's go ahead and get to this last final Q&A question we got from tonight, man. And this is from Jason Ty. He said, do you see any surprise cuts this offseason? If we keep Mariota safe and on the field, he's going to ball out. And he said he's been watching his highlights and he feel like we're about to surprise people. So do you see any type of surprise cuts? Hold on. Let me get some more names. Some people said some more names here yet. I can't throw Richie out incognito, goofball ass in there. I'll throw Kyle Turley in there.
Kyle Turley, yeah.
Alex Mack, Kevin Mawai.
Mawai, that was a good one.
Let's see who else we got.
What's the one in Seattle? I forget his name.
I said Walter Jones, didn't I? I think I said Walter Jones. Or was it what was the center? The center they traded to the Saints for whatchamacallit?
I forgot.
I said, because I know Hutchinson was the one that got traded to the Vikings. Was it Matt Unger? I think it was Matt Unger.
It might. It might be.
But let's get back to the question though. So, do you see any surprise cuts that could possibly happen for the Falcons? For what you see, who do you see as a surprise cut?
Why? We ain't got nobody. The hell we need to cut people for? A surprise cut? Yeah, I'm like, why?
They gotta cut somebody.
Like, surprise. That's a stumper. Surprise cut.
I think it's because it's too early. We really don't know. I
It's
think
way too early. If I'm gonna say surprise, just to say surprise, I'm gonna say Damian Williams because we end up getting him, and then like we have a unexpected guy that comes out out of the backfield. I just feel like somewhere in that backfield, somebody gonna get cut. Somebody not gonna perform as well as we think. And it's gonna be one of those running backs for me. That's gonna be a surprise. I mean, do we really believe in them damn wide receivers? Like, let's just be real. Like, come on. Y'all motherfuckers didn't want Drake London. Like, let's be real. Would that be a surprise for anybody? Y'all were crying when we got Drake London. So that can't like cutting one of them wide receivers ain't gonna be a surprise, bro.
I really don't see too many surprise cuts, man. Because, like you said, we got a lot of guys. We got a lot of guys from other teams. So would it really be the only players that I would see would be surprise cuts would either be Deion Jones. That'd be like the only thing that could be a surprise cut.
I mean, Caleb McGill, that's not really one because they already
said they already got him wanting to prove himself. They got him to prove himself.
So that's not a surprise.
Richie Grant, that's too soon because he was just a rookie last year, so that's too soon. Darby wouldn't be no surprise neither because he's special team. Yeah, he at this point he's just a special teamer right now. Yeah. Now, if you said surprise cut, the only person that I could see that would be any remnants of a surprise cut would be Deion Jones. But I don't see that happen. Outside of that, it wouldn't be really nobody on this team where you'd be like, oh, I'm shocked they cut him. I can't think of nobody else.
No, I really can't. I mean,
what you gonna say? What you gonna say? Michael Walker, like you said, the linebacker room is full because you still got Nick Kawakawak and Rashawn Evans. I gotta learn that name,
so I just rock with it.
But that'd be the only player that would be basically surprising of anything because they just restructured and extended Grady Jarrett, so that's the only one. Unless you're talking about Jake Matthews, but he's been too damn consistent for them to cut him. Zacchaeus, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it too because they didn't really sign him to nothing. Zacchaeus wouldn't be no shocker because you still got Avery Williams there and you just brought in Damian Byrd. So it's like that wouldn't be a surprise. So yeah, it's kind of hard. I can't really see it. Now, if you was asking, like I said, now if you ask this question maybe a couple weeks from now,
yeah, I want to see him in training kind of see how things get going. The rumors get going first before I start. Like, all right.
Hey, I guess we're gonna make that work. Kawakawak. I guess that's gonna be his.
Hell, I don't know how to say it, so I just roll.
If I keep saying Kawakawak, I'm just gonna call his ass side up. I'm just gonna call him side up. That's all I'm gonna call him. Side. No, I'm gonna call him side up. So as that Marlon Davidson would be a surprise cut.
That'll be a stupid cut because you already ain't got shit.
You already ain't got no. Look. I'm about to say unless you got a plan for a couple of them undrafted free agents.
I'm bringing those.
Rest will call them Kawasaki.
They're close enough, shit.
Fuck it, man. I don't know the damn name.
I can't pronounce that shit.
Kawasaki, Kawaka Whack, Side Duck, Crack, Crack, whatever the fucking name. I just know he a linebacker and he hits. So Kowakowski, whatever the fuck.
Man, I don't give a fuck how you spell that shit. I still can't read.
Look. I would call that motherfucker unknown. If I see him knock motherfuckers on the line, I would call him unknown. For I remember that Tekken tag boss, unknown. That'd be his name. But yeah, I would gonna call him Mr. Hitter motherfucker. That's gonna be his name. But yeah, Marlon Davidson, I don't think they would do that. I think, like, and I'm just speculating off of my own personal opinion. I don't think they would do that. Like Mike said, they too thin at that position as it is already. You really didn't address it in the draft, neither.
Mm-hmm.
So they got plans for Marlon Davidson. Marlon Davidson's problem is, can he stay on the damn field?
Yeah.
We go. Yep, the default linebacker. Yeah, we gonna call
linebacker 99, linebacker 43,
linebacker 57. Give them old Madden 93 names, bro. Linebacker 57. But that just does sound like one of them generic ass football names you find on Blitz the League or something. Backbreaker and shit.
Fred Butler, linebacker Fred Butler. Oh my God, 2 first names.
But let's get to the second part of that question. And he said something interesting. Because he was like, if about Mariota. And I'm glad he said Mariota. What are your expectations for Marcus Mariota this season? What is your expectations on this quarterback room this season? What is your expectation?
Game managers don't do too much. Making necessary throws every once in a while. You know, like just don't turn the ball over. That's really it. Because like I said, we don't have, this ain't Matt Ryan. But we don't have to worry about turnover. We never had to worry about turnovers under Matt Ryan.
Right.
We never had. We had to worry about motherfuckers dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really it. Not even fumbling. We never really had fumbling issues with our running backs. Like throwing a ton of interceptions. Like, we've never had to worry about our quarterback throwing 30 interceptions in a season. We never had that problem. Holding, offensive line issues, but like we've never had to worry about our quarterback. So like my thing is a game manager. When people think game manager is a bad omen when you talk about a quarterback, like no, like it's really just not doing too much, being safe, running the offense, and you can still. I know. Let's just be honest. For a long time, Drew Brees was a game manager. Before he got with what the name is, Sean Payton, he was a game manager.
Oh, Drew Brees.
Yeah, like Drew Brees was a game manager before he got with Sean Payton. So like being a game manager is no like it's not an issue.
Hell, Tom Brady's the ultimate game manager.
He's the damn ultimate. He just check the ball down and he don't make mistakes. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with being a game manager. Really, like I said, I'm just looking for these guys to run the offense the proper way, do your job, and not throw a ton of interceptions. That's really it. Just run the offense and not make mistakes.
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what you want. That's what you want your quarterback to do. Like
about
I said,
15 interceptions. Like if you getting like number for me for a quarterback, it just be under 15 interceptions. That's the magic number for me with our quarterback. They have anything over 15 that's been a failure, but right at 15 or under 15, like I could deal with that.
Right. So D. Coleman came in here with this kind of stat line here. Man, that would sound about right. And I'm out of focus. I'm out of focus like a motherfucker. I guess that bot promoting sex and fuck my damn camera up or something. But the reason why I'm asking this too, because in our chat, we actually had a tweet that was found that came in a very point. This is gonna be the last point of the night. Let me put it up here. I make the motherfucker famous, I guess.
Oh God.
The dude literally said, if Desmond Ridder doesn't drastically outplay expectations this season, the Falcons will absolutely be in the quarterback market. They'd be fools not to be. In this day and age, you need a true top 10 guy to be competitive. Doing yourself a disservice if you don't pursue that level of quarterback.
I already got my hand up.
The floor is yours.
They'll be a fool not to get a quarterback. They'll be a fool not to address the damn team. What good is a quarterback? I mean, we literally just seen how many quarterbacks move this past offseason. And we talking about veteran quarterbacks. They all move. Tom Brady tried to pull another Tom Brady move, but like for the most part, like damn near every big everybody wanted to go, including Mr. Aaron Rodgers. He wanted to go. You know, if he didn't get what he was gonna get, he was gonna be out. So it's like everybody put all this, so much importance on a quarterback. Like, building the team is the proper way. You don't have a solid offensive line. You don't have a solid running game. You don't have solid receivers. You got to have solid linebacker, a solid defensive line, secondary, a solid coaching staff for one. Like everybody up here, like why is it a failure if they don't get a quarterback? They'd be crazy if they don't get a quarterback.
Let me put this back up so y'all can see this again. And I got the name on there too, so you know we ain't bullshitting on this.
You said this season. The problem is that too. You assuming that he's gonna play.
So basically, what he's saying is, if they don't win a playoff game this year, if Desmond Ridder doesn't win a playoff game this year, they in running for a quarterback. You see how you see what that made me do?
Bullshit.
That was some bullshit right there. What the hell expectation is you gonna be for a guy that's not even a projected starter yet?
Motherfuckers who was drafted in the first round still ain't playing this year. That motherfucker still sitting on the damn bench in San Francisco. But they got you a hell out of focus, dog. What the hell?
Well, I don't know what they done did. I'm not getting off the camera. Y'all just gonna see me blur. I guess I'm on first 48 because of this damn question. I guess they got me on first 48.
Oh my god! Like, why is everybody so focused on quarterback? That's my thing. Why we can't be worried about getting a top defense?
Because nobody gives a fuck. This guy that you see right here obviously does not give a shit about the game.
Blitz, and you talking about you?
That motherfucker don't give a shit about the game. See, the problem is, and this is where, and I hate going into this rant about this. This is what the social media age and the sports media age come down to: is the quarterback is the face of the team, which is partially true. But it's not the be-all, end-all of a team.
K-style snitching. I mean, he wrote that dumb shit. That ain't snitching.
They ain't snitching. That shit is on the internet. Once you write it on the internet, you self-snitching.
Right.
Somebody gonna find it. We just found it and put it on the damn show. That ain't snitching. He said it.
Conversation. It's all about conversation. That's what this is about.
See, but here's my thing though. If that's the case, why even draft a quarterback in the first place? If you're that determined to get a quarterback next year. That's a question that you have to ask the coaching staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, hold up. Hey, hold that thought. I'm going to leave and come right back because this is looking stupid, ridiculous. I'll be right back, y'all. Technical difficulties, and while we're doing that.
God. Now everything gonna be all on me. All eyes on me. I guess it's back to the Mad Mike show. But no, you already have a ton of quarterbacks that's been drafted in the first round that have yet to even play. These guys have not played one. These guys have not played one game in the NFL, and we're saying that that's a failure in year one if Desmond Ridder doesn't. Like who let out these expectations for one? That's what I want to know. Who put out these expectations?
You only put out expectations like that for guys you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly. This is what we was talking about with the whole Matt Ryan thing with Buddy that was on the show earlier about this guy. Just say you didn't like the Desmond Ridder pick instead of coming up with this crazy ass expectation.
This is what we talking about.
This is what we talk about all the time.
You don't like them. Stop making up bullshit.
Right.
Ain't nobody put no expectations on no third round.
That's about as bad as saying Mariota got bad backup quarterback energy. That's about as bad as saying that shit.
Oh, that one too.
See, but this is the problem. This is the problem that we have to face as Falcon fans. This ain't just a Falcon problem. This is a worldwide football problem. It's
the worldwide football. I've seen some crazy comments.
Because if you have to be a top 10 dog, and we're just going to look at the last 10 years from 2012 to last season.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at Super Bowl winners. Let me see. Okay, Tom Brady won about 4 of them. So shit, we got another 8 we got to deal with. He did. Eli won 1.
2.
He won 2 in that time. No, I'm talking about within that time frame.
You talking about yeah.
Within that time frame.
Yeah.
Eli got 1. Mahomes got 1. Flacco got 1. Russ got 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Russ. That was one I was thinking.
Peyton Manning got 1. I said Mahomes. Stafford got 1.
Did Ben get 1? I think.
Ben's last one was in 2010, 2009, 2010. Okay, Aaron Rodgers won the one the very next year. Yeah, Nick Foles is another one.
Yeah, Foles. Yeah.
Because if we go off of that, I'm gonna just say it like this: if we go off of that ideology, Tom Brady wouldn't even be in the league right now if you went off of that ideology you just saw on the screen. Russell Wilson wouldn't even be in this league if you go off of that ideology.
We just want to.
Well, no, because Russell Wilson came in and started. Colin Kaepernick wouldn't have been in the league as long as he did. You just got to get over the fact that they got the guy they wanted. and the guy that fits them the most.
My thing is where are you getting these ideas from? Ain't shit happened yet. What damn expectations? Because in college, he was a damn good quarterback. Yeah, one of the best college quarterbacks in the league, in the nation, bro. Like, he's one of the best quarterbacks. If you go back and look at his stats, like if you're looking at his statistics in college, he's one of the better quarterbacks in there. Mm-hmm. So what are you talking about? He's already proven. If you're gonna look at, his stats, that's the only thing you got to go on with him is his college numbers. So you can't assume, all right, he gotta make it because he's already proven himself in college. So the only thing is now, wait till he actually play. How you gonna have put expectations on somebody who's yet to play a single game?
Right. Because everybody's judging him. So the thing is, people are judging him solely on this Alabama game. This is the problem. Because when we talk about Malik Willis, it doesn't matter that he played at a small school. He's the better quarterback. But we talk about Desmond Ridder. Now it's all about who he played. You got to be consistent in your talking points. Everybody said that the quarterback class last year was one of the best quarterback classes in the last 15 years.
Ooh, boy.
We don't know that. From what it's looking like right now, looking like that shit ain't about to happen. So what's the expectation? So really, is it more of the expect? Is it? So let me ask you a question about this. And I'm gonna ask everybody the question here. Is the expectation of these quarterbacks? Well, I ain't gonna say the expectation. I'm gonna say, are we basing quarterbacks on their skills or on their hype? Because a lot of the experts said that this was a weak quarterback class this year. Which we don't know if that's true or not. They said last year's quarterback class was one of the best in the last 10 years. We don't know that. What's the biggest difference between last year and this year? You had a lot of quarterbacks from last year that had a lot of hype, but played around a lot of talent.
Got to be hype because, like I said, expectations. Like there's no expectations because these guys have done nothing. You can't have expectation for something that ain't happened. For players who yet to play one game in the NFL. If you look at a lot of the top quarterbacks that's in the NFL within the last few years, you do know a lot of those quarterbacks really didn't come from big schools. Well, they came from. I'm talking about like big, popular noticeable
schools.
Yeah, the big big, said, popular, noticeable
not
like
Alabama, not Georgia.
North Dakota is not one of them.
North Dakota, damn. Wyoming, damn sure ain't one of them. Oregon ain't been relevant since Marcus Mariota was there. Let's see who else you got up there. Damn. So even when we talk about Malik Willis at Liberty, we don't damn know. But we just said that Malik Willis is not a fit for what they want. And Bubba Gump just said it here in the chat. This sounds very much like the whole AJ Terrell pick when everybody judged him on that one game against Clemson. Look what's going on now. Now they all on his dick.
Mm-hmm. Talk about one game. Mm-hmm. Gotta wait to see these guys actually do something.
So anybody ask you about that at Cincinnati? How many players was on that? How many players that you can name outside of on that team, outside of Sauce Gardner, that you know of, that you can know of just like that? Because I can point out that Notre Dame game, he played pretty well. Like I said, there were some throws that he could have hit better on target, but that comes with every quarterback. Any
quarterback, you can do that every play, every quarterback.
But they can't name you one Liberty game to where they said, and this is the question you asked Friday, name me a Liberty game for Malik Willis.
They said, yeah, he's NFL ready.
Right. So that's why I said. That's why I said we judging and we always skipping ahead to next year's class. You got a lot of quarterbacks playing around a lot of five-star athletes, and usually that doesn't pertain. For the last few years, that haven't really pertained very well as far as the quarterback position. God damn it, Ray! You know what I meant. The Clemson LSU game. He know what the hell I meant. I think I said AJ Terrell against Clemson. I think I said that. They know what the hell I mean. But
I'm like, I always trying to be political. Y'all know what the hell he meant.
Oh, I ain't tripping on the shit. I fuck up on my words every now and then. So hey, it is what it is. But this is what we're talking about. And this is what I'm talking about, the 2023 class. And by looking at the 2023 class, I don't see why everybody's so damn excited about this next year's quarterback class.
No, I seen it, but we've already did the tape on it. It's not very good.
Kedon Slovis is a top 5 quarterback in next year's class. Are we really excited about this class?
Bro, I never heard that man until we actually watched
that motherfucker ended up transferring to another school. I forgot what school he transferred to, but But man, yeah, man.
Slow this.
But yeah, like I said, it's all. But like I said, when we judging these quarterbacks, we're not judging them on their skill. We're not judging them on anything but the hype. We like Marlon would say, Cleophas. Yeah, Cleophas. Yeah, Cleophas is a top 5 quarterback in next year's class. Yeah. I'll take this quarterback class over next year's quarterback class, to be honest with
you. It's going to be another defensive rich draft, offensive line rich draft next year.
Right.
You can believe that.
And like I said, I got my quarterback. Like I said, find out what you got from him in the next couple years and build everything else up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm more focused on, man. Why you think Arizona's so inconsistent? They pulled that shit off and all this. They took a quarterback in the first round 2 years in a row. Where one of those picks could have went to somebody to another position that could have helped that damn team.
Mm-hmm.
That team inconsistent in the mud.
They still trying to find the right players. They letting players go.
Right. Because you're going to be going down the road. And then by doing that, you will literally be going down the road that the Falcons have not been in since the year 2000. Drafting, looking for a starting quarterback every year. I told y'all. Motherfuckers really ain't ready for this rebuild. Quarterbacks don't grow on trees. And it's always the quarterbacks that you least expect usually be the ones that goddamn do the thing.
Mhm.
Nobody thought Drew Brees was gonna be the Drew Brees that we know.
No,
Even
but he
in
started off
San Diego.
Yeah, he started
Mhm.
out okay at best.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, Derek Carr. Nobody knew he was gonna be where he was. Dak Prescott's another one. Russell Wilson was slated to be a career backup. Look where he at now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gotta do better than that take. That's one of the worst takes I've ever seen right there. All because they got the guy you didn't want. Let's just make the simple point of that guy's upset that the Falcons did not get the quarterback he wants.
Or they still hoping that because they got a guy in the third round, they hope that he fails because y'all still hoping for Bryce. Man, let's just call it spade a spade. Y'all want Bryce and y'all willing to give up. Y'all willing to lose and watch and wait 2 years so you can see a guy that you really want to see.
But then now you'll have three quarterbacks on this roster.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I can give my damn opinion on it, but it's like, but we're gonna go ahead and wind the show down. But to that comment that's mad about Desmond Ridder being a Falcon, Jimmy, I want you go ahead and say your few words to that comment.
And if you two don't like it, you can just pass the blunt to the nigga on your left.
As you already heard that. If you don't like it, let me say it again. If you don't like it, pass the blunt to the nigga on the left. Because everybody knows when you pass the blunt, you always go to the right.
Mm.
So we're going to go ahead and wind it down for the night, man. Mike, you got any final words for the people, man?
Come up with better Twitter names. Like your name Grits Blitz, but you'll be complaining about a quarterback. Like, bruh, if you're gonna be upset about something, you need to be upset about this defense. That's what I was like. Come on, bro. Like, you can't be named Grits Blitz, but you up here talking about a quarterback. Like, come on, man. Like, stop. It's like me sitting up here talking. I'm mad. My name Mad Mike, but I'm never mad. Like, man, what's wrong with you?
No.
That don't go together. I'm just walking in the park. I ain't never cursing nobody out. I ain't never upset about nothing. I'm just happy all the time. But my name Mad Mike. It's like, come on. Do that even, like, picture me not mad. Picture me not upset about some dumb stuff people say. Picture that. Picture the Undertaker smiling.
Oh, look. Picture the Undertaker with the DDP gimmick talking about, I know you like me. I know I like me. So I'm going to help you like you. Look alike.
Like, come on, bro. Like, that don't
Like
make no sense.
Oh, right. All you hear, don't let here go. And as I take your souls, I will sacrifice you to the higher power. So Stone Cold, rest in peace.
Oh, come on, bro. That would have been. That don't make no damn sense, man. Like, come on, man.
Go ahead, Mike, man. Keep going, man.
That's really it. That's really it. Damn, make some damn sense with your take. That's all.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, part of the Spirit Squad, motherfucker. That don't make no goddamn.
Hulk Hogan part of the Bruise, like, bro.
Hey, you got R-Truth part of the West Texas Rednecks. Oh, I hate rap.
Oh my God. Stone Cold part of the New Day. Nah, we'll need that here.
You're gonna have Brock Lesnar as part of the Hardy Boys.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh shit. Oh my God. We've seen weirder combinations, man. They motherfucker had Albert dressed as a damn Japanese goddamn warrior at 10 side like that. I done seen weird.
Oh,
so
man.
You got Khythekid part of Judgment Day. Think about that. You got Taka Michinoku and Funaki as part of Judgment Day. Does that make any sense?
No, man. No. Make no damn sense. Make no damn sense.
Southside said D. Coleman said Stone Cold in the New Day.
No. Oh my God.
You got Undertaker teamed with Billy and Chuck. He got Rico as a manager.
Oh man. You got
Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh Lord. You got Daniel Bryan as part of the Samoan dynasty. Get the fuck out of here.
You got Paul Bearer part of the
Val, that actually happened.
Oh,
so I can't say
no.
I can't say that actually happened. Never mind, that actually happened. I was gonna say Val Venus and Right to Sense, but I'm like, wait a minute, that did happen. And it killed his career after that.
Oh, yes, it did.
But I'm gonna go. But that's all you got, Mike.
That's all I got, man. Oh my God.
Oh man, bro. Man, as we say,
just
man,
make it make sense. That's all. At the end of the day, y'all just gotta make it make sense. That's all we be talking about. Make it make sense.
I'm about to say, hey man, y'all go ahead and continue to support the channels, man. 6-Man K Styles on the road to 1K. Hit that subscribe button and the notification button. Man, we on the road to 1K. Like I said, we got a 1K giveaway. The sooner we get it there, the sooner it'll happen. And we got Mad Mike Sports over here. You continue to support him on the road to 2K.
I'm giving out $100 at that 10K. So you guys make sure that you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, you're gonna go in there.
Exactly.
Be totally random person. I just like. I'm gonna go any, mini, money, mo, the old school way. Any, mini, money, mo.
But I'm gonna leave the final word here tonight, man. We just gonna say, man, we need to stop looking ahead to 2023, bro. Like I said, it don't make no damn sense, bro. That's a defeatist attitude. Ain't no way in hell.
We already up there talking about drafting somebody else.
Like, we already talking about a mock draft for 2023, and the motherfucking college football season ain't even started yet.
Can you really say you're a football NFL fan? If you up here talking about, can you say you're a football fan anyway? You up here talking about the 23 draft, bro? You're not a football fan.
Like I said, if the team sucked throughout the season or most of the season, I can see that. We ain't even got the mini camp. We ain't even got the training. Hell, we ain't even got to the preseason games yet, and we already talking about 2023.
We already giving up.
You know what? And you know what I tell them? Go right ahead, because at the end of the day, the only people that's going to be focused on seeing this team succeed are the people that's going to believe in what the vision is. If you don't believe what the vision is for this team, that's just you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not finna but you're not finna deteriorate people from being optimistic about this team because it doesn't fit the vision or narrative that you want to put out. The game don't work like that, bruh. Let me see. I gotta. Damn it! Hold on. See, my computer tripping again. We're gonna do some background magic right quick, y'all.
Wow.
That's all I gotta say right there.
That's it right there.
That's all I gotta say right there. You already know what that means. If you don't know what that means, you better ask somebody.
Y'all know.
So until next time, man. We ain't here to play.
Mm-mm.
Hold on. I did it wrong.
Oh,
I did it wrong.
God. You got to do it. You got to do it the proper way.
I got to do it the proper way. So, people, we appreciate y'all tuning in to the Cooler Talk Monday. And as we always say here, we show appreciation to those veterans once again. They put their lives on the line. So this show was for y'all. And always make sure you keep on subscribing. Make sure you keep on tuning in, man, because we always coming in with the groove, the tune, and the love. So you know I had to end it off with the radio voice. I had to end it off right like this. Y'all might call this the Booty Talk 12 music. Well, it could be Booty Talk 12 music. We don't know. But this is how we always gonna end the shows off like this. So if you're a true Falcon fan and you want to see the identity of this team, show your love. If you're mad that the team is going in this certain direction and they didn't get the players that you want, you saw it on the screen. Sit your goofy ass down. So until next time, we ain't here to play. We here to stay.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got to go home.
Mm-mm. You can get the hell up out of here.
On the ice cream sandwich train, baby. Deuces. And chicken grease to all y'all as well.